Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on another SEC rival, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense takes the field to start this game off. This has an old school. He's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fires to the big fella. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
So Ole Miss offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Good timing on the quick out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The give on the inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Aurora. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender... frenzy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. Obliterates him, still on the move. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Made a defender miss. Touchdown Rebels! And they jump on top.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Here's the handoff. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Lester. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it.
What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after he's...
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. The Rebels want to move quickly. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Quick release on the RPO.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Wants to throw on third. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. On the move to his left. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. A shot for the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Coming after it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. End off from the shotgun. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
They'll run it on the counter. He's there to make the stop. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pop the draw. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a move. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Wildcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front, creating the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He's right on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Rebels decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Finds his man. It's Jones. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. And he could not get loose on the run.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go into the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
And the Wildcats get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
They knock him down right there.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Pulls it in. It's Jones. And he's running in the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Getting some heat. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And there's something you don't see very often, a fumble on a quarterback sneak, and quarterback's got to do a really good job of bellying the ball and securing it before you start pushing forward. I don't know if he ever really had control of it. The defense was able to knock it out and create the takeaway.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Hawkins. It's complete to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Got it set up on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Gets it out quickly. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the out.
Sends it downfield. And that one's in.